Hello, everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of our round 2 coverage of the 2020 Pittsburgh Flying Disc Open. I'm Maria Montano, and I'm joined today by touring professional Holly Finley. Holly, what did you think of that front nine coverage?
That was really exciting to watch. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We appreciate you coming back to check out round 2, and I'm so excited to be here doing commentary.
Yeah, Kelsey had a fantastic front nine, shooting 8 down. We've got Sarah Hokom in second with 5 down, Allen's in third with 2 down, and Lisa Fajkus rounding out our coverage with 2 over. And that's going to take us right into hole 2. Probably for me, one of a challenging par 4s on the course. It's 381 feet uphill. You got OB right before the basket in this little drainage ditch. Holly, how do you like to tackle this one?
I like to do a little bit of a hyzer shot and land in the dirt right there at the opening of the woods. And then you can do a nice, easy standstill chip shot up to the green and hopefully get yourself a 3. I think it's important not to overthink and overwhelm yourself with this hole. You can see the fairway is pretty wide. So if you land just anywhere even close to that and you have a decent standstill, you can almost get a guaranteed birdie here.
Yeah, you really just want to clear that initial tunnel, get in the middle, and then you should have a good look at a birdie on your second shot.
I think if you're going to fade either way or the other, it is more preferred to fade over to the right than the left. The left is a little more guarded. It makes the upshot a little bit trickier versus on the right side, even though you can't tell from this position, it's a little more open and it gives you an easier chance at an upshot towards the green without so much guardian trees and other things to contend with. As you can see, Ellen is in the perfect position. Oh, bit of a misfire. She missed the gap. That is annoying. I know that feeling. I did it myself.
It's a tricky shot. You're up on that hill, which is a little steeper than it looks on camera, and it can make that standstill a little bit tough.
Absolutely, and you can see 3 in a row have done the standstill upshot. And it's not an easy one. It is uphill, and you do have to put a little bit of oomph on it.
Yeah, you still, looking at a good 150, 200 feet up the hill, trying to push it up there. Ooh, Sarah kicked off that tree. I don't think she went OB. She's going to have a long look for a 3.
Oh, that was good. That was a good upshot, right where you want to be.
Great recovery from Ellen. She gave her a good chance to get her par. Whoa, that's a great putt from Sarah for her 2.
Wow.
Kelsey's feeling good about hers. Looks like we're going to have a great start here to this back nine coverage.
A couple of birdies.
It's a great way to start this off. We've just got Ellen left tapping out for her par.
Even though that was a short putt, you can see Ellen took her time on it.
Yeah, well, she's putting back towards the OB, so you don't want to miss. Hit the ram, roll into that drainage pipe there. We've got hole 3, par 3, 255 feet. This hole is brought to you by Defunk Disco. So, Holly, we've got this little OB sort of drainage pond there right in front of the basket. How do you like to play this one?
I like to shoot straight at the basket, let my disc fade over to the right a little bit, which is away from the OB, just like Sarah did. Of course, I use a backhand and hyzer. And the hole is 255, but I think it plays more like 275. And you definitely don't want to short it, because if you do, you can get a dirt express and just skid right into this OB pond.
Yeah. Lisa played it perfect with a little bit of a flex shot, finishing right inside the circle. And yeah, it's a little bit uphill, and it's going to eat stuff into that pond if you don't get over on the disc. And it looks like Kelsey did finish in the pond.
If you feel like you can't quite get the shape right, there's no harm in taking a putter or a mid-range, playing it a little bit short of the OB pond, and then just another chip shot up to the basket for an easy 3. You don't have to always muscle it down there for the 2.
Sarah's a little tricky look for her 2. Just misses, but she's safe and she'll get her 3. And if you do go OB, you do get a chance to save your par.
Woo-wee! Good putt from Kelsey.
Great putt. Great putt.
Excellent.
Some really good putting by Alan there. I think Lisa with the CTP on hole 3 here, she really played this just how you want it to. A little bit of a flex, finishing a little long, gives her a great shot at that too. Well played, Lisa.
Couple birdies, couple pars. That was a great par save from Kelsey from the other side of the OB pond.
Absolutely. And this brings us to hole 4, par 4, 366 feet off the tee. You're going uphill, and it's going to finish with a hard dogleg right. And this hole is brought to us by Preferred Fire Protection. Thanks for your support. This is a fun little par 4. You really would just want to get to the top of this hill and give yourself a chance to get your 3 here. It is reachable for everyone on this card.
Couple different ways to play the tee shot. You can go left side like Lisa did. You can do a little hyzer on the right side and land left. I think it's easier if you land further on the left side, which is set up nicer for your second shot. If you get yourself pinched up on the right side, it's really hard to make the turn around that goes to the basket.
It's just so much more open from that left-hand side. Oh, and it looks like Sarah finished a little early. Going to go into those woods. That's going to be a really tough recovery from there to get her par. Looks like Kelsey got super aggressive with that turnover shot. I'm not sure where she finished, but here's Sarah with her second from the edge of those woods.
Really having to put some height on that to get around that corner.
That was a nice high spike hyzer. It looks like she might have a chance to maybe save her birdie. Definitely a good chance to save par.
Lisa choosing the sidearm approach shot, which is a great angle. This hole is set up really nicely for your sidearm approach to the basket.
And Alan with a little turnover there.
Oh,
wow.
What an incredible shot that was.
It's sort of an awkward stance for her throwing that backhand, but she placed it really well. Oh, Kelsey caught an early tree. She's going to finish well short. I'm going to leave her a tough look back through those guardian trees.
I just can't tell you how much I am enjoying watching Kelsey's style of play. It's so smooth, and I haven't seen it before. And what an incredible player she is. Let's see if Sarah can this putt. Yes, ma'am.
Woo, that's a big putt for Sarah. I didn't think she was going to have a chance at that. Get another great look at that. Nice little jump putt. What a remarkable save for birdie for Sarah. Nice strong putt there from Lisa. And we've got a couple of tap outs here from Kelsey and Alan here to finish off hole 4.
Show it off. off, Ellen. Show it off.
Another well-played hole. 3 birdies, 1 par. Really remarkably well played for those ladies. It brings us to hole 5, par 3, 249 feet. This really is, it feels like a must-get birdie for everyone on this card. What do you think about this one, Holly?
I agree with you. And the drive is not easy. For me, I'm throwing an Anheuser, and there is one skinny tree right off the tee that can always be in your way. Lisa takes the super low line and makes it all the way up there, which is impressive. I like to take a really high route myself for an over-exaggerated Annie. Doesn't this hole set up well for Ellen and Sarah, though?
It really does. So many holes on this course really suit that sidearm dominant player. It's no surprise to see them both playing so well on this course.
Yeah, I feel like if you don't get a birdie here, you're losing a stroke, you know?
Absolutely. It's nice to sort of see that got to get the birdie hole for the Open women. It's
Exactly.
not often that we get those on some of the bigger tournaments.
It's birdie time.
All right, Lisa, let's hit a big putt.
Yeah, girl.
Get it. Couple of big putts. She's really starting to find her groove with her putter.
See what Widboom's got for us. Oh, no.
Oh, just short, just off the top of the cage there.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's so unfortunate for Kelsey, just missing off the chains.
It's just so annoying as well when you make it all the way up to the basket and you can't capitalize on that. But you know what? A par is a par, so it's on to the next.
And there's a lot of opportunities on this next hole to pick up some strokes. It's the monster hole of Moraine.
That big par 5.
Big par 5. Well, hole 6, 840 feet. You want to get off this tee. You've got fairways to the left, to the right, woods in the middle, and a mess of junk that you do not want to be into on the rough on the far left or the far right. Holly, how do you like to tackle this beast?
Oh, welcome to hole 6. I'm scared, even though I know you are.
Yeah, you got to be confident on this hole and really commit.
I'm telling you. Yeah, I like to play the right gap, not too aggressive, maybe about 75% power, and let my disc land in the left area about where Lisa is, but maybe a little bit further.
Yeah. Nice little easy hyzer through the tunnel is a great way to start off. Looks like these ladies are going with the sidearm. Sarah's got a nice booming drive. It's going to finish nice and straight for her. That'll put her in a good spot for her second shot.
This is a hole where course management and wisdom come into play. You don't have to monster the first shot off the drive. Be smart, throw it a little bit softer, and get yourself in the fairway so you can have a decent open shot for the second one.
Absolutely. You want to avoid getting into early trouble because once you're in that trouble, it's so hard to get out of it on this hole.
It sure is.
And these ladies all had really strong drives. Lisa's out here in the open, lining up her second shot, looking at that right fairway.
And the hole is set up really nicely so that you can go left, right, or middle. So depending on where you land, there is a position for everyone. It just depends on what shot shaping you're comfortable with that day.
It's a fair hole with lots of options. Oh, Alan catches a tree, kicks into that stuff on the right. That's going to be a tough recovery for her from there.
Yeah, it sure is.
Sarah absolutely crushed her second shot. That's really remarkable. Holding on to the left lane and just fading out at the end.
Kelsey taking the backhand turnover line versus the right side hyzer line.
It looks like Ellen got a little bit of a lucky finish there. Didn't go in as deep as I thought she did.
Yeah, it was fairly open right there.
Yeah. didn't advance too far, but it could have been a lot worse for her.
As you see by Lisa's shot, another great thing about this Lakeview course at Moraine State Park is this hole has some distance markers. So it can help you get an idea of how far away you are from the basket, which is really helpful for these second, third, and fourth shots.
Like Alan's lining up that forehand roller. It's got some good speed to it. Look at this go.
Wow, that was great.
That was a great roller. Nice crafty play. And Sarah's going back to that roller game again.
It has been fun to watch her bust these rollers out left and right.
It's got some good speed. It's going to curl up nicely just to the edge of the stuff there. It's making me want to work on my roller game for sure.
Me too. Now this is the preferred upshot that I like, the nice right side hyzer with an easy fade into the green.
Yep. Kelsey played that really well. Looks like Sarah might be lining up a putter roller. Wow. That was a nice touch shot there by Sarah.
Smooth up from Lisa.
Alan just a little short. She should have no problem with that comeback putt.
Oh, just a bit low on that. I really wanted her to get that one.
I did too. I really like her putting style.
Me too.
She just is so smooth with it.
Oh no.
Oh, Sarah just a little bit short as well.
There we go.
There you go, Alan. Bringing it home nice and strong. You got to wonder if the legs are getting a little bit tired at this point in the round. You said this is the second round.
Second round, first day, and we don't play a lot of 2-round-a-day tournaments, so there could be a bit of physical and mental fatigue setting in at this point.
There's a lot of technical holes that got to keep your focus on this course. As we see these ladies tap out here for this par 5. And overall, really well played. 2 5s, 2 6s, not bad. That hole can get away from you really quick if you're not hitting your shots in your lines. So it brings us to hole 7, par 3, 342 feet. I love this hole, Holly. It's not often as the ladies where we get to try to throw over the tops of trees. And so it's fun to step up on the tee and sort of get that opportunity to put the disc real high up in the air and crash to the left. How do you take this? Do you like the upper route or the lower route?
You know, I tried the left lower tunnel the first round, and then I took the sky shot on the second round. So for me, I find no matter which way I do it, I'm always trying to get a 2 here. I really think this is a reachable hole for the girls. And it would be great to get a birdie putt.
Absolutely. It's a little bit farther left. It can be a little deceiving as we're seeing some of them finish just a little bit shorter than they probably would like. It's like Sarah caught the top of those trees, coming down well short. We're seeing Ellen line up her shot. Looks like she's going up high as well. Looks like she caught something early as well, leaving her a long second shot, but it's fairly wide open, not too much in the way between her and the basket. Nice little upshot there.
And you know, the green is kind of fast. You can't really see it from this angle, but it is downhill behind the green. So if you do give it an extreme run, oh, look
Oh,
at that.
wow.
Look at that.
Lisa with a huge putt.
Woo.
Let's take another look at that with an examination.
Lisa Fajkus.
That's such a great, strong finish on this hole.
Wow.
Nothing but chains. Great putt. It's like Kelsey had a little bit of a step out there, a little bit of an awkward stance for her.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, Sarah, right off the top of the cage. Ellen's got such an interesting putting style, the way she sort of floats her back foot up. It's really fascinating to watch. Kelsey's got her tap in. Sarah looking a little frustrated after missing that putt.
Yeah, nobody wants a 4 on that hole.
No.
So Good job from Lisa.
Fantastic putt from Lisa. That's going to bring us to hole 8, par 4, 501 feet. You're going to want to push up towards this little gap here, leaving you with a little bit of a technical approach shot, either wanting to do a little bit of an Anheuser flex or a forehand shot up towards this basket. Thankfully, there's a lot of room to work with on the green here. Holly, how do you like to take your 2 shots here on this hole?
I think it's a driver full send. I like to take the left gap, kind of like Lisa did, but more on the left side, and then to get that ground skip, that flare skip over to the left. That way you're already in the tunnel towards the basket. If you don't make it around that corner, you're not going to get an upshot to the basket. You're going to get a placement shot for your upshot. So I really like to do a full send and make sure I can get some type of turn to the left around that corner.
And you don't want to do what Ellen just did and push it too far long. She's not going to have too great of a look from there. She's probably going to have just a placement shot for her second.
And
Sarah's
this is a hole that we can get a 3 on. So, woo, just like Sarah just did. Yes, ma'am, that is what I am talking about.
She got aggressive, played that left-hand side really well, got a good skip. And you see Ellen just went a little too deep and didn't get much of a left skip. So she's got a really tough second shot here.
Yeah, and from her position, you're not getting to the basket. You're basically trying to not throw in the woods again, land somewhere in the open so you can get a par and move along.
Yeah, just really trying to get clean around that corner because you don't want to finish long into the woods or short into the woods. It's tricky out of there. Lisa catches that last bush to beat, or she would have had a pretty good run towards the basket there.
This is the position that I always want to be in, right here where Sarah is.
It's a great look from here from Sarah. Nice little forehand flex, fading towards the basket. She's going to have a good chance at a 3 here. And Kelsey comes up just a little bit short on her approach, but she'll have a long look for the 3.
Yeah, this is a long approach shot. I find myself always having to throw it a bit harder than I think I need to.
It's another one of those deceptively long second shots.
You're right.
Ellen comes up just a little bit short on her 3rd shot.
Oh my God!
Lisa!
What the hecky? Lisa is just putting them in from everywhere. Look at this.
Who needs the circle? She's just going to keep putting it in from 100 feet.
Lisa.
Wow. Nice little flex shot with her putter.
Bam. Oh, I love it.
Wow, good for her. She's got to be feeling good after 2 huge throw-ins for her. Kelsey comes up just a bit high on her. She's going to have a long comeback to save her par.
Oh, that was a great comeback putt.
Great comeback putt from the edge of that. She's doing a great job of staying focused here. And this is Sarah for her 3.
Yes, ma'am. That's what I like to see here. A nice birdie.
Yeah, I like to see her take her time, feel confident in her stroke, and just finish strong, especially after missing that frustrating putt on the last hole.
You're right.
Ellen finishing off there. A nicely played hole, 2 birdies, 2 pars. Lisa with an amazing throw-in. You'd love to see it. And that's going to bring us to hole 9, par 3, 381 feet. Might be one of the more challenging par 3s on the course. It's a long, slow dogleg right. It's going to finish hard, a huge drop off after the basket. And it's just a really tough hole for the right-hand backhand players here, Holly. How do you like to approach this one?
Just like Lisa's doing, I like to push something as far as I can right down that tunnel. Landing where she did is perfectly fine. As long as you can make it halfway down the tunnel, I feel like you have a decent chance at a par. But the hardest part about this hole is the upshot.
It requires a really good touch upshot. You want to get close, let it slide in without rolling down that hill behind the basket.
Yeah, the green that the basket is sitting on is really sketchy. And, if you put too much power on it, you're going to be in a sad spot.
It looks like Kelsey turned her drive over a little bit too much, and she's going to be in some trouble off the tee. Ellen's in a pretty good spot where she finished.
Oh, she snuck through some.
She must have snuck through some. She's going to have a hard shot at a par from there, likely taking the 4. Really getting a 3 on this hole feels really good.
It almost feels like a birdie.
It really does, especially in this placement. It's a fast sloping green that can get away from you really quickly.
This is also a hole that I find if I'm outside of 35 feet and I'm putting downhill, in any other position, I'd be going for it 100%. But on this, ooh, no, look at it roll.
And that's what we're talking about. That's why you're going to lay it up, because it's just going long is just trouble.
On this hole, it's one of those ones where you're questioning, should I go for this putt or not? What is the smart choice here?
Kelsey very smartly just lays up from where she's at. She's going to take her 4.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, goodness. And that is exactly what we were referring to. It can just get away from you so quickly.
Yeah, and then it's a long, hard comeback up this hill. Just off the front of the basket.
Ooh, that one in there.
Sarah, she really wanted that one. That's a strong putt from down that hill.
Yeah.
Such a challenging hole. I think it has to be the hardest par 3 on the course.
Oh, no. Just a bit of a misfire from the shorty. We've all been there.
Absolutely. You got one hole left after this. You're tired after 2 rounds.
And it's really tough to finish strong. It's got to maintain the focus and commit to every shot. And at this point, sometimes you're just thinking, I can't wait for it to be over. But you still got to maintain focus all the way to the end.
Absolutely, Holly. We got 2 pars, 2 5s, that hole taking its toll on Ellen there. And that brings us to our last hole, hole 10, par 4, 495 feet. This hole is brought to us by Meinert While Journaling. Thank you for your support of Disc Golf Examiner's coverage. Holly, this is a super tough hole. You've got that hard uphill finish. Your legs are tired. You're just finished a tough hole 3. How do you like to approach this one?
I like to take a very overstable driver and push the distance all the way down there to the darkest part that you can see. Hopefully get a nice left fade up the hill a little bit to make your second shot easier. You know, we can get a 3 here, but I'm going to tell you that I think this is a very tough 3.
It's a demanding hole.
The second shot is very difficult. It's uphill. There's a couple trees in the middle. So I'm excited to see where these drives land and if these girls can... Oh, no. A bit of a misfire into the corner.
So you want to be aggressive and challenge that left hand to get around that corner. And it looks like Ellen just let go of the disc a little early. She saw Kelsey go a little bit long. Let's see what she's got here. She tried to go for a cut roller and it didn't cut as she hoped. She's going to be into that tall, looking up this really steep hill, not great footing. You see Kelsey's in a similar position there.
Yeah, from Kelsey's position, you really just, aim at the sunshine somewhere in the fairway.
Just pitch out.
Yeah, get yourself in the open and have an easy finish.
Lisa had a great shot.
Really, I love this position.
Yeah, Sarah's the only one who could really get aggressive on the second shot.
That was really well played. That's where you want to be, in the nice open where you can see the basket and choose. Do I want to go up the left side or the right side?
Absolutely. Well played from Sarah. It looks like Ellen's here is going to try to challenge this hill to she can get around those trees. And she does. Oh, Kelsey, she kicked those trees. And the thing that also makes it hard is it's a low ceiling on that right-hand side. The left is a lot more open. Let's see what Lisa's got here for her third shot.
Hopefully another throw in.
Get in the basket. Oh, I thought she was going to have another one for us, but that's a great approach shot for her. Looks like Sarah's got a good chance for a 3 here. It's going to take her time. It is uphill, so the footing can be a little tricky.
Yes!
All right.
Great finish.
Great finish on a challenging hole for Sarah. That was a big putt for her. What a well-played hole.
It just feels so good to have a nice, strong putt at the finish of a round.
Absolutely. After having a couple of frustrating putts leading up to it.
Yeah. Nice, solid one from Ellen.
Kelsey finishing out, and then Lisa's going to finish off this hole for us here, hole 10.
What a fun time I've had watching these girls attack this course today.
Such a fantastic finish for these ladies. Some remarkable throw-ins from Lisa there at this round 2, part 2 coverage. We've got Sarah Hokom with a 2-stroke lead over Kelsey Brakel coming into the finals. We've got Lisa 2 strokes behind her at 4 down, with Ellen Widboom finishing it even. And she's going to drop Holly. You must have had a crusher of a round. Hopping into the lead card for the final round, we're going to have Sarah Hokom, Kelsey Brakel, Lisa Fajkus, and Holly Finley. Holly, do you have any parting words for disc golf examination here?
Yeah, as much as we all love watching these amazing disc golf videos, it's no substitute for the real thing. So remember, get outside, nature provides. Play disc golf. I'm Holly Finley, and we'll see y'all next time.
And I'm Maria Montano with Disc Golf Examiner, reminding you, keep banging those chains.